Thank you, Susie. And now, before the weather, it's your daily chance to ask the experts. I'd like to thank everyone who contacted us through email, Twitter, postcard and carrier pigeon. Today, your questions on the crisis will be answered by my guests, Leonard Blip, Professor of Epidemiology and Social Sciences at the University of Lyon, and Sir Hector Leadbanger Hamilton, the Chair of Medicine International, Drugs Cartel and Think Tank. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hello, yes.
Our first question for you, Professor, is an email from Lucy in Sunderland. I am in recovery from cancer and aged 65. I am obviously in a high-risk category and cannot leave the house. Is it safe for me to send my 10-year-old granddaughter over the road to Kazim's licensed grocers to get 20 Regal and a bottle of Frosty Jacks? I have written her a note.
Thank you, yes. I mean, how many times do we have to tell people that the going out is just not safe? It really should just be for necessary journeys only. Now, in a situation like this, what I would suggest is maybe getting 40 fags and 2 bottles, and it will save you going out again tomorrow and putting more people at risk. So that's what I would suggest in this particular situation. And wash your hands.
Yes.
And wear your mask.
Wash your hands and wear a mask. Next, for Sir Hector, this from Maggie in Cardiff. My upstairs neighbour keeps spitting out of his window onto my dog in the communal garden. Will this spread the virus? I have politely asked him to stop on several occasions whilst keeping a safe 2-metre distance, but he takes no notice. He may also be selling drugs and says I owe him 40 quid.
Yes. What a conundrum. It may indeed spread the virus, but it is difficult to answer this one in any detail without knowing which breed we're talking about. I would suggest if you do have to confront him in the hallway or in the stairwell, perhaps set the dog on him. But remember not to let the dog back into your house for 2 weeks in case the blood is infected. And wash your hands. But don't wear a mask. Don't.
Yes, wash your hands, but don't wear a mask. Now, Professor Blip, this from Kevin in Suffolk. As the horrendous mortality rate increases week by week, the volume of applause for the NHS on Thursdays seems to get louder and louder too. Don't you think that the doctors and nurses may start shirking their duties and allow more people to die so that they can get more applause? As an actor, that's what I would do.
Yes, I think that's a very good point, actually. I think possibly what we could start doing is clap for longer, but clap in a much quieter fashion. And perhaps this might prevent any adverse behaviour from the NHS or key workers. But I think one of the most important things is that we should not start to get carried away and shout encore and more and again and that sort of thing. I think that's very important to remember at this difficult time as well. And wash your hands as well after you're clapping, and your mask too.
Wash your clapping hands. Our final question today comes from a text message from Mr. Joseph Lyon of East Kilbride. Sir Hector, me and my mates stole a car last week and have since learned that the owner has been hospitalised with COVID. We obviously burned the car after Sammy flipped it doing 80 round a corner up the back roads, but are we in danger of having picked up the virus from the steering wheel, door handles, etc.? Should we self-isolate or just carry on as usual?
Well, Mr. Lyon, we understand your concern. We seem to get this same question every day, every single day. Setting the car on fire will probably kill the virus. But I would suggest in future you wear gloves and a mask. But not that kind of mask. And
Wash your hands.
wash your hands.
And get rid of the gloves. Thank you, gentlemen. And after the weather, COVID tombola. Get your cards ready.